Good morning, friends. I'm in a cloud of pollen up here. I needed to take an extra antihistamine today. I invite you to rise in body and our spirit, and let's sing together hymn number 305, De Colores. We'll sing all three verses and then we'll sing it in Spanish. So be brave. Be brave.
Good morning. Welcome to the Olympia Unitarian Universalist congregation. Our community envisions an interconnected world that is loving, just, and healthy. We commit to live out our mission to welcome and wonder, embrace and empower, bridge and become. Thank you for joining us today. You are welcome here just as you are. Whatever beliefs sustain you, whomever you love, however you understand and express your identity, and in all the ways you are still becoming the person that you will be. My name is Whitney Godby. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a member of the worship arts team. I'm a white woman in my late 30s with shoulder-length brown hair, and today I'm wearing a pink and blue print dress with a gray sweater. Leading worship with me today is our minister, Reverend Mary Geer, Troy Fisher, our music director, Reverend Sarah Lewis, the director of Community and Faith Development. And here are a few things you should know about our service today so you can feel welcome. We are streaming live on Zoom and YouTube, and the service is being recorded. For those in the sanctuary, you can see subtitles on the screen in front and on Zoom for those online. We are a multi-generational community, and all are welcome in the sanctuary. Over here, we have soft chairs and activities And you'll also find nursery care and a storytime program for children just down the hall. Please be wherever you are most comfortable. We're grateful for the many hands that helped make worship happen this morning. Thank you to all who contribute in both visible and invisible ways. After the service, everyone will have a chance to discuss reflection questions offered by Reverend Mary. For those online, we invite you to go into a breakout room for a virtual coffee chat. And for those in person, please feel free to stay for coffee and fellowship in the Commons. We do have a full sanctuary this morning, and we're so grateful for the way that you make room for others. Please feel free to also sit in this, the choir section, since we don't have the choir on site today. At 12:15 today, please join us here in the sanctuary or back in the main Zoom room for the Annual Congregational Meeting. Everyone is welcome to attend. Only OUUC members are eligible to vote either online or on site. It will not be streamed on YouTube, so if you do want to join online, please do so via Zoom. This will be the last after-service forum until we resume in September. This coming Thursday is also the last community dinner before we take a break for the summer. If you haven't come to a dinner yet, please join us. And if you have, never fear, the dinners will begin again in September. Next Sunday, June 15th, at 7 p.m., the OUUC Choir will present a concert, The Music of Living. You are invited to join in as the choir celebrates the power of music in our lives. As you've heard, there are many things happening at OUUC. Check out the Tuesday electronic update or the website for the most up-to-date information. Now let us open our hearts and minds as we prepare for worship. It is good to be together. This morning, we join Unitarian Universalist congregations around the world in lighting a chalice, the symbol of our faith tradition, with the words of Lisa Garcia Sampson. In these wild, historic, and uncertain times, we gather to remember who we are, who we belong to, and what we are called to do. As we light this chalice, we kindle the spirit of the great turning, the movement for justice alive in this nation today. May we feel it in our bones, and in the stillness of this hour, may we sense it calling our name.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Reverend Mary, and I use she, her pronouns. I am a white woman in my early 60s with curly salt and pepper hair, short. I'm wearing glasses and a blue and white striped dress today, and a rainbow stole that was a gift from my family when I was ordained. Our opening words today are offered by Sherry Woodbury, and there's a part for you in this reading. So for those on this side of the sanctuary and the choir, your response is, come in. Will you say that with me? Come in. Fabulous. And on this side of the sanctuary, your response is, be among us. Say that with me? Be among us. Wonderful. So let's try that together. Come in. Be among us. Amazing. To all who are yearning for community, amen. Be among us. To all who are just getting started, to all who long to go deeper, to all with tender places needing care, amen. Be among us. To the ones who have healed and have care to give, to those who are curious and hungry to learn, for those who know that they have something to teach, come in, be among us. For those who are just beginning to suspect they might nurture others becoming, to the young and the old, the innocent and the jaded, the fresh of mind and the deeply steeped, there is room here for each and every one. Come in, be among us. Come, let us worship together.
And let's sing together again out of the Teal hymn book, Carolyn McDade's beautiful hymn, Rising Green. It's hymn number 1068. And I invite you to join us by rising in body and our spirit. If you're joining us online, you can find the lyrics posted in the chat.
Today we're telling the ongoing story of transformation in this congregation as new members join us and bring their stories to become part of our collective story. We are so grateful to welcome 11 new members to OUUC this morning. Would the new members please come forward and stand right here? You're great. And do we have anybody online who's a new member? I think everybody might be here. Yeah, everybody's here. All righty. So we will have the membership book for you to sign in the Commons after the service, and you will join all of the members since the Unitarian Fellowship of Olympia was founded in 1952. You'll add your name to that list of esteemed ancestors. And there will be cake. We recognize this commitment of membership and worship as we hold up that which is of worth, sharing our voices in song, sharing words and silence, sharing our joys and sorrows, sharing our work for justice, sharing ministry. Joining OUUC means being part of this gathered community, speaking out on the future of the congregation, offering and receiving gifts of the Spirit, supporting others and being supported in return. If you will join us in this mission and in this work, would you please say, I will?
I will.
I'm Reverend Sarah, and I use she, her pronouns. We are welcoming you as new members of our community this morning. You have come to worship, play, work, and grow among us. Ours is a free fellowship. We have no creeds, and all are free to bring their ideas and beliefs to this congregation to share with others. We invite you to join us in the religious search for meaning and purpose in life, informed by our individual beliefs and the traditions of Unitarian Universalism.
Good morning. I'm Susan Moon. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the president of the Board of Trustees. I want to add my welcome to our new members and invite you to join me in expressing our welcome and covenant with them. Will the existing members of the congregation please join me in saying the words displayed on the screen or in the Zoom chat? We receive you. We receive you with open hands and hearts.
As you join us, we once again renew our own commitment to membership at OUUC.
Would everyone, previous members, new members, friends, and visitors who are moved to do so, please join in as we say the words displayed on the screen or in the Zoom chat.
We join together to live out our covenant with our shared vision to be a liberal religious community that helps create a loving, just, and healthy world. We are proud and happy to have new members among us. Welcome.
We come together in covenant, making mutual promises and being willing to transform ourselves into the community that we want to be. Here are the names of our new members. In the early service today, we welcomed into membership Nancy Reed McKee and Suzanne Hall. And with us, we have Woozy Wildwood, Lightfoot McBride, Charles Pelthrop, Cheryl Lowe, David Moore, Carol Campbell, Drew Goodrich, Jeff Goetz, and Ann Desjardins. Thank you so much for creating community as we journey together. Every Sunday, we thank the many hands that make worship happen, invisible and visible. But really, all of congregational life is like that. It takes many hands, and much of the time, those hands are not seen. And so today, we want to make them seen and to offer our gratitude. So we'll begin with the many hands that make Sunday morning happen. Would you please stand or raise your hand if in the past year you've served as a celebrant, a greeter, on the tech team, in the kitchen, led or helped with a forum, spoke in the service, sung in the choir, offered special music, and helped in any other way to support Sunday morning? Look at all the hands. You may be seated.
And now, for those who make Thursday evenings possible. Will you stand or raise your hand if in the past year you've set up tables and chairs, cooked food, brought food, washed dishes, cleaned up afterward, led or helped with an activity, or helped in any other way to support Thursday evenings? Thank you so much.
We recognize and are grateful for the many hands that we take care of each other. Would you please stand or raise your hand if in the last year you've served on the pastoral care team, the sewing ministry, caring friends, the memorials reception team, been part of or led a support group, are on the emergency preparedness team, the Safer Congregations team, or the Healthy Congregations team, or in any other way that we care for one another. Thank you all.
And we are a learning community that creates opportunities for growth for all ages. Will you stand or raise your hand if in the last year you've helped with a program for children, for youth, been in the parents group, served on the adult faith development team, or led a class, or facilitated a Soul Matters small group? Thank you all.
We are so grateful for this beautiful space and the nature that surrounds us. We recognize the many hands that care for the building, the gardens, and the grounds. Would you please raise your hand or stand if in the past year you've helped maintain the grounds by mowing, weeding, clearing the sidewalks and parking lot, cleaning the columbarium area, trimming trees and bushes, cleaning the gutters, trimming trees and bushes, I said that, and by doing repairs inside and outside. It's a lot of trimming, I'll tell you that. Cleaning inside and outside, doing repairs inside and outside, decorating for the holidays or other events, or any other way that we care for our space.
And we put our values into practice in this world through our Faith in Action programs. Will you stand or raise your hand if in the past year you helped with the Books, Brownies, and Beans fundraiser book sale, were part of the Social Justice team, the Environmental Action team, Solidarity with Immigrant Families Together team, One Parish, One Prisoner team, attended a social justice event or rally, took part in our advocacy action hours, brought meals to the shelters with our Blue Aprons team, or helped with Faith in Action in any other way?
Whew, look at that. Any effective organization requires good leaders. We recognize and are grateful to those who serve OUUC in leadership roles. Would you please stand or raise your hand if in the last year you've served on the Board of Trustees, on the Leadership Development Committee, We're part of the stewardship campaign. We're part of the auction. Helped with the cookie brigade. Served on the legacy giving committee. Led or organized a team or a committee, or serve in any other leadership role at OUUC. Thank you all.
And community doesn't just happen. It takes cultivation and care. Will you stand or raise your hand if in the past year you've helped organize a social group or event, served on the member engagement team or the partner church team, or helped build community in any other way at OUC? That's where you can all stand up. You all helped build community. It takes all of us to create this community and further our mission. It is the work of many heads, hearts, and hands. So look around for a moment and appreciate all these people who helped this year.
And our online folks
And
too.
online.
We love you.
It is truly, truly good to be together.
Each Sunday, we engage in the spiritual practices of both generosity and gratitude by joining together in service to our community and to something greater than ourselves. We each have the power to give, and when we combine our gifts to create an offering, together we're able to do more than any of us can do alone. We also express our gratitude for the gifts that life has given us, for the network of relationships in which we live, and for the presence of this community. If you are new or visiting us, you are a welcome guest, and we do not expect you to contribute. However, if you are moved to be part of our offering, what you share will be most gratefully received. The offering collected here does two things. It helps support the ongoing work of this congregation, which is also supported by our regular pledges. And this offering supports an organization that serves our community in harmony with our Unitarian Universalist values. In May and June, our offering will be shared with the Multicultural Services Center of South Sound. Since becoming a nonprofit in 2021, the Multicultural Service Center of South Sound has made connections with newcomers from around the world, primarily refugees who have fled violent, repressive regimes in their home countries. The center helps meet the unaddressed or under-addressed needs of these refugees, asylees, and other immigrants, including through their English language learner program. By nurturing their abilities to understand, the center helps our newest residents contribute their gifts to the community as workers, neighbors, parents, students, and future leaders. May the offering now be generously given as it is gratefully received.
Thank you so much for your generosity and all the ways you share your many gifts. This morning, we do what humans have done for all of our existence. We gather in times of worry and fear, and in times of celebration and joy. We come into our community bringing all that is in our lives, on our minds and in our hearts. Let's open our hearts to the complexity of life as we place stones in the water of community. We'll hear a drum beat. Allow its resonance into your body. It's the heartbeat of life, the heartbeat of our community. Right in this moment, I invite you to take a deep breath in and out. Feel the air as it enters and leaves your body. Feel the earth solid beneath us. Feel the warmth of connection. This is Pride Month, and this is a time of escalating political attacks on our LGBTQI plus siblings who are under attack verbally and otherwise. Pride was born of protest and defiance. May you know that your life is sacred, that you are welcome here, and that you are seen and heard and loved. Now let's open our circle wide. For those on Zoom today, I invite you to share from your heart by entering in the chat. Those of us in the sanctuary can see your sharing on the screen, and it's shared with me and the pastoral care team. For those on site today, I invite you to come forward if there's something you'd like to bring into community today. You may place a stone in the water as you hold your sharing in your heart. Let's hear the heartbeat of community as we reach out our hearts in love and care to all who share. We'll place a stone in the water for all that has been shared online, shared from the heart. And one more stone placed in the water for all that we hold in our hearts and that remains unspoken. We hold together all that has been shared. May you feel yourself witnessed. May you know yourself beloved. Please be in a way that is comfortable for you to hum as we harmonize our bodies and our breath. In a minute, I'm just going to start humming, and I invite you to join me. Pick a note, change your note, harmonize, stay the same, whatever you would like. Just hum and enjoy the vibrations that we create together. And I invite you to place your hand on your heart or on your belly so you can feel the vibrations that you create in your body. We'll hum for a bit, and then we'll be in silence together.
Seated as we sing Find a Stillness. It's hymn number 352 in the Great Hymn Book.
Silence.
Today's reading is The Days of Too Many Flowers by Reverend Tess Baumberger. We all have those days of no flowers, just weeds. You know the kind I mean. The days when the trials and tribulations seem most present. The days when the commitments we make exceed the time we meant to give, and yet it's all such good work and there's more to do. The days when someone is snarky and we snark right back. The days of our own mistakes that we cannot admit to ourselves. The days of criticism we take too much to heart, ignoring all future and previous praise. The days when we simply cannot summon compassion for those who push our buttons, no matter how hard we try to do so. We all know those days of no flowers in our life, when the weeds rise up and seem to choke out the beauty. And then there are the days of more flowers than the vases can hold. You know those days. The days of fun and productivity, where creativity is queen in loving and thoughtful ways. Days when everything flows. The days when people treat one another gently, even when someone is snarky, even if it's you. When a thoughtful silence wraps you and them in a holy moment of connection. The days when we can take criticism with a grain of salt and praise and positive feedback with a thankful, open hand. The days when exactly the right thought, word, or action occurs to you at exactly the right moment, and you think it, or say it, or do it, and you witness something opening up inside you, or in another person, or in the garden spaces between you. These are the days of too many flowers for any vase to hold. May this be a day of too many flowers for you, and in the coming weeks and months, may such days grow in number and in frequency for each of us. May we rejoice in the abundance of our blessings.
This is most certainly a day of too many flowers for any vase to hold. What beautiful abundance. This is a day to welcome new members and celebrate how generously we care for each other and build community together. A day overflowing with gratitude and celebration. Today is also our annual flower communion. We do this each year on the last Sunday of the church program year, as many things take a break for the summer, and often on the Sunday of the Annual Congregational Meeting, when members use a democratic process to make decisions about the leadership and future of the congregation. The flower ceremony was created by the minister of the Unitarian Church in Prague, Reverend Norbert Čapek, in June of 1923, and it was brought to the U.S. in 1940 by his wife. Čapek created this ritual to help bind his people together and to lift their spirits in a particularly hard time. This ritual remains beloved in so many Unitarian Universalist congregations because we still gather in community to share our struggles, to sow seeds of harmony and fellowship, and to nurture the spiritual practice of hope. Today, the congregation of the International Unitarian Church of Prague also celebrated their flower communion. They're 9 hours ahead of us, so it's evening there right now, but they did a flower communion in their morning. The church's website said this about their service today. June 8th flower communion. The world is a wonderful place to be born. The world is what it is, but we have the opportunity to find our place in it and choose a way of life. An annual celebration reminding us of the idea of unity in diversity, tolerance, and mutual understanding. The minister of that congregation, the Reverend Dr. Peter Samoyski, wrote a blessing that I will offer later when we bless the flowers. So today, this flower communion ritual connects us across the globe and connects us to our history. In a Unitarian Universalist Association pamphlet published in 1962, historian Reginald Zatoli describes the ritual this way. The significance of the flower communion is that as no two flowers are alike, so no two people are alike, yet each has a contribution to make. Together, the different flowers form a beautiful bouquet. Our common bouquet would not be the same without the unique addition of each individual flower. And thus it is with our church community. It would not be the same without each and every one of us. This flower communion service, then, is a statement of our community. Each spring, the flowers remind us that we each bloom in our own way and in different seasons to make the world more beautiful. The flowers remind us that harmony and hope can grow in our hearts and spirits. And the flowers remind us that there is a powerful force for growth and possibility in nature and in each one of us. The ritual of flower communion is that we bring flowers to share, and then we each go home with a flower that's different than the one we brought. And if you didn't bring a flower today, no worries. Everyone is welcome, and everyone can participate in this ritual. By some miracle, there are always flowers left over at the end of the flower communion. It's the grace of our church. All may come forward, and all will be served. We bring, share, and receive many gifts in this community. Gifts of music, gifts of passion, gifts of learning and teaching, gifts of insights and questions, gifts of time and money. Each gift is a little different. Each gift is as unique as the individual that embodies it. And today, we have the gift of flowers, overflowing beauty, color, fragrance, shape, texture. Each is precious, from the smallest to the largest showy peony, all the same in different ways. Thank you for sharing your gifts. Just like these flowers, each of you is a gift, and each of you is precious. This is a day of too many flowers for any vase to hold. May we rejoice in the abundance of our blessings. I'll bless these flowers with a consecration written by Reverend Norbert Chopik, the creator of the flower ceremony. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these, thy messengers of friendship and love. May they remind us that amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they all also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. Now we receive the gifts of community. For those on Zoom, I invite you to choose gallery view. We'll do this the same in the sanctuary. And if you brought or have a flower with you, please share it on your camera and share it with us so that we can see it. And then look around at the flowers and faces of those worshiping online with you today and reflect on the unique gifts you bring to this community and the unique gifts that you receive. This could take a bit, so feel free to hold your flower for as long as you like, and please do rest your arm when you get tired. And for those on site, I invite you to come forward to choose a flower that speaks to you. Whitney will help with making the rows released one by one so that we don't get too bottlenecked. And if you're not able to come forward or you choose not to, please ask your neighbor or one of us to bring you a flower. There are plenty of flowers for everyone. Come receive the beauty and the gift of community. Would you please join me in the spirit of prayer? This prayer is offered by the Reverend Dr. Peter Samoyski, minister of the International Prague Unitarian Church. In the name of what is holy, in the name of what is good, in the name of that which gives life, we have gathered here in this place today. We have been given life to live under the aspect of eternity, for that is the source of happiness, to work on ourselves and bring happiness into our lives, to be as valid as possible to others with whom we are connected by all the invisible relationships. You, the flowers, remind us of the wonderful simplicity of the natural order and that we, too, are part of it. You remind us of the beauty and harmony of diversity. You remind us that one can feel and perceive and live unity in diversity and diversity in unity. Let the spirit of creative life unite us as it reigns among us. Blessed be. Amen.
Let's join together in singing a closing song, hymn number 78, words and music both by Norbert Chopik. Color and fragrance. I invite you to rise in body and our spirit. Let's sing together.
We extinguish our chalice with the words of the Reverend John Johnstone. May the flower you have chosen remind you of the blessings you receive from those gathered here. May it remind you of the beauty of the earth, of the natural world, and all the gifts that our human, animal, and plant companions share with us. And may it remind you of the artwork that we have created here together and the art that we create together week after week, the art of creating community. May you go with joy, go with commitment, go with love.